But you acting like I don't bring you around the girls to give you an opportunity.
That's not what
I don't know what you want me to say.
Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Let us do this. Welcome
Oh, Jesus.
to the Application of Knowledge podcast. I am Animated Male. We have Chris James here with us today. We have Stephen Michael here with us today, and we're on episode 121. 121. And yeah, man, it's been a wondrous journey since getting it to 121. You got anything y'all want to talk about?
I mean, you said 121 like it was a milestone, like we hit 100.
It is a milestone.
I mean,
Every
121
episode is a milestone.
Okay.
That's,
Every day you're alive is a blessing.
Every day you wake up in the morning and breathe and drink some water.
No, that's not what a milestone would be.
No,
a milestone would be like, oh, we hit 50 episodes, we hit 100 episodes.
Does it
right?
have to be a like a zero number?
It
can't be like a 25.
Why is 121 such a milestone? Why is that such a big
milestone or milestone?
Milestone.
Like mile, like running a mile.
Like mile, like not hot and mild.
Business.
Right? Not like sweet and spicy.
Why is it a mild stone? Like, why can't it be a hot stone?
Okay. Have y'all heard about the Hawk?
Who hasn't?
Have you heard about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right.
What?
All right, I'll show you.
I don't see how you haven't if you've been on the internet.
I've been on my internet. I don't know. He didn't even say a word.
I know, but he knew.
It's just he said enough.
All right.
It's only 2 words.
All right, here's a video.
Mm.
Don't miss. What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that.
She's funny.
She said you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. But yeah, that video has been going everywhere.
She's clearly drunk, but it's almost kind of cute. It's like she's so innocent, but she's like not saying innocent things.
Right.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
But now, like, people are making hats,
bro,
and tattoos, and paintings.
I mean, literally. I mean, like these things are in shops. Mm-hmm. Like you scroll past a reel, and it's like, oh, buy this shirt, Hawk Tuah, 24. Like,
because people were looking for, like, man, we gotta find the Hawk Tuah chick, and they found her, and she's with like some like fatheads company, and now they're like making Hawk Tuah 2024.
Bro, people are like people are so weird.
Yeah, for that to go viral, and like everyone is literally making, like this a sensation type thing. It's sort of like the dude who got pulled over, type thing.
Yeah, but that actually makes sense. Like what? Where are we at in society where this is what's viral?
In adults or like mature adults.
Like,
this is sexual stuff. So if y'all are not okay with this, hey, feel free to fast forward a couple seconds, stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so all right, thank you for the warning. Where are we in society where a young girl, because she looks like 22, maybe 23 something, right, talks about spitting on a man's and sucking him off or whatever, and this is viral? Like, this is like why is this so big?
I think it's just the fact. I don't think it's about the action. I think it's about the way she went about expressing the action.
I mean, when I very first saw this, before, like, the first time I saw it, I just saw it and I was like, oh, okay, and scrolled right past it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't until like a week later I started seeing it more and more, and people were then like chopping it up and making music out of it. I'm just like, bro, like it really wasn't. Even now, it's like, bro, it's not all that. Like,
I think it was her adorable. She was
It's
adorable.
cute, more than funny, more than viral. It's cute. It's like, Once I feel like I explained it exactly what it was.
Because it wasn't too vulgar to the point where, like, it was like spit on that thigh, you know?
Yeah, she wasn't
Because like
raunchy.
It's her accent.
she's from Tennessee.
It's her accent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's cute. It's like you don't. It's like it don't seem like she should be saying these things.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like she's, you know what I mean? But she's very experienced, clearly, and
But she was also drunk.
Clearly. But it's not just drunk. I mean, it's also just the same things repeated over, to get, just so cliche, right? In order to get over one, you got to get under another, right? That's so cliche. And like, why would women even perpetuate that,
because they believe it to be true, because it's basically like taking a drug. It's like when you feel bad, whatever the case may be, depression, whatever, you take a drug, you do something, it makes you feel good for the moment. It works, but it's not a long-term solution.
I mean, our coping skills in our where we're at today they're bad. There's no other way around it. They're so negative, the way that we cope, right? Like, this is the reason a lot of the stuff goes viral is because it's funny and it's raunchy and da-da-da-da. Like, we love negative stuff or sexual stuff as a society. And it's just like, these are the things that are going viral. These are the things that we're putting on hats and we're putting on t-shirts. Like, why? Like, I mean, like, I get it, I've listened to some of the reels and the music, like, it's kind of cool, but it's just like, why is this what is spreading like wildfire through our society? Like,
do you have a problem with Hawk Tuah?
Why would I have a problem with that?
You're not a fan of Hawk Tuah?
Mel,
I'm just saying, my man.
I like Hawk Tuah.
You like Hawk Tuah?
I like Hawk Tuah.
You know what I mean? To stand up and say, hey. You know what I mean? To the ladies out there. You know what I mean? You trying to please your man. Go ahead and give him some of that Hawk Tuah. You feel me?
No, no, that's not what I'm.
You know what I mean?
It has nothing to do with that.
You know what I mean?
It is about the way that we as a society cope with pain, how we cope with stress. Like, that's because what we're doing is we're using comedy in order to look past or get over all these other things in our life. Like that's really what we're doing. This is why there's so many comic things that go so viral and so popular, because people use it as a coping mechanism to get over what they're feeling, right? I'm not saying there's an issue with laughter. Obviously, that's a good thing, right? But when we are looking at this, when we're looking at this video where a guy is just interviewing, drunk women on the street, and it spreads like wildfire, like, people are using that as a way to try to make a couple dollars, right? To try to cope. Like, everyone is struggling in their own way. And I think that's just like the bigger picture. And it's like, well, let me jump on this. Like this thing has been viral for like less than a week. And you have people literally selling hats and shirts and buttons and all this stuff. It's just like, where are we at in a society to where we're struggling so much where we got to try to jump on something viral, knowing that in another week or two, this is going to be dead.
Hey, man, you got to capitalize on the market.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we even in a position to even have to do that?
I mean, it happens, man. We're in a capitalistic society where, you see something that goes viral, you're like, okay, how can I make a couple bucks off of it?
That's the problem. We're not really in a capitalistic society. That's actually
What
the
do you
problem.
think we're in, a socialist or a communistic society?
I don't remember the term, but it's not capitalist. We don't have a free open market. I can tell you that. It's all manipulated. So, okay, because if that was the case, then there are so many inventions, there's so many products out there that don't exist, that got killed because it would create competition for some industry, some company, whatever. And they don't allow certain things to get out. Like, literally, our entire infrastructure could be revamped with free energy, but because that would destroy the control mechanisms they have, they don't allow that stuff to get out. So how is that capitalistic? Like where's the competition that they say is so healthy? You know? And even still, like capitalism, like, okay, you could say it's better than anything else, but I think that cooperation is the best thing. Why? Like incentivize cooperation. That's if you want a society that's going to thrive and outpace any other civilization known to man, inspire cooperation amongst people. Meaning, if your company has a product and another company has a product that's better, you guys work together because you're the bigger company. You help the smaller company get established. Y'all merge, and then you all break bread off of that new product. And then you inspire innovation from the young people to beat and over-engineer what you've already created. Like everybody, and then you reward them for that. Like if you guys can over-engineer, or you can, create a product that's X amount of time more efficient than this, not only will you come on as one of our chief scientists or whatever, you'll get a bonus and there'll be a competition, like, and you could cooperate with us. And when other companies try to compete or whatever, instead of saying, yeah, you guys go compete, you guys do your own thing, if the government's going to step in, they're like, no, you guys need to work together. Like, and we will incentivize you working together. We will put more funds if you guys work together. You'll make more money than you ever could have made separate. That would be how you build a society that's going to thrive.
It's like we're not focused on like actually being better, right? Everyone's looking at their own individual situation and say, well, how can I do this? Or I almost like, how can I cut out my own little piece of this? Which I'm not saying that that's the problem, but I think that you're right. Like cooperation, instead of just trying to cut the knees out from each other, like instead of looking at it and say, well, how can we make the best vehicle possible, right? Like, how can we do that? It's just like, well, no, I'm just gonna take this from you and I'm gonna undercut you and bash you, like. It's like, and then you have everybody else working together to try to better their society as a whole. We're so divided in every way.
You want to know what's so dope about y'all? About both of y'all?
We just took something that was supposed to be fun.
We went from Hawk Tuah laughing fun, and you catch, but yo, what's wrong with our society, man? Yo, what is capitalism?
We be killing fun, man. Somebody said, I commented on some posts on Instagram, and somebody was just like, just let it be fun. And I'm just like, but it's not. It's actually killing you guys.
Hey, man, I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, this is the direction we going. All right, let's put our serious hats on, man. All right, let's do it. I mean we about to change the world. Let's change the world one Hawk Tuah at a time.
Let's look at it like this, from a safety standpoint.
Safety?
Yeah, safety. Okay. Steven mentioned cars. So, in a world of cooperation, we're not competing. We just want to build the safest car. That means 0 deaths in car accidents. We're talking high efficiency on gas. It's better for absolutely everyone. Does it cost more to produce? Yeah, because you're competing. You can't compete. You can't be competitive if your basic car with no luxury features is $150,000, gets 100 gallons to miles to the gallon, and has a 0% death rating in accidents, but it's unaffordable for you can't build it.
Yeah.
You literally can't build it. But if all these other car companies didn't exist, if it was all just one, there could be different ideas and stuff, but it's like our goal is to build the best car. Everyone's driving the same car. Now, instead of it costing $150,000, it's $10,000. Everyone can afford the most safe, gas efficient. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I don't think that you're trying to say like we should live in a communist society where there's one vehicle and everyone has to drive this vehicle. It's like it's really about the meeting of the minds, saying, well, listen, if this person has the best engine and this person has the best safety and this person has the best this, right? How can we share this information and almost still be competitive, right? So people have choice, right?
I'm not saying the body style got to be the same.
Right. We're not saying take away choice, but just we're moving in the right direction. We all want the same thing, and that's not what's happening. So, and I think that would be a good thing.
I think it would be easy to build a platform that's the safest, most efficient, whatever, and then innovators can come and customize it.
Yeah.
Like that's people are like, oh, you're removing choice. No, I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm building a platform that's safe, efficient, and it doesn't have an negative impact on the environment. And then you can customize it any way you want, make it look any way you want. You talk about choice. See, this is the illusion of choice because you only have 5 different car brands to choose from, and half of them are copying off each other.
Yeah.
You don't even have the most choice, like the Suburban, the Yukon,
the Tahoe,
what's the other one?
Grand Wagoneer. I mean, they're
all the same car.
Jeep.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
They just one's a little bit longer, right? But if you see them, you take all the badging off, you're gonna be like,
The Pontiac GT, the Pontiac Firebird, and the Camaro, they're just the same car.
Well, that's because, like you said, they're all owned by the same people, right? Like if you look at like Dodge, it's Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, right? And I think it's just those 3, but are owned by one person, which are then owned by like Jetta or Volkswagen or something. You know what I mean? Like they're all owned by like the same couple companies.
So they're using the same parts.
It's like you can that's why you can, and this is probably one of the most well known is like Lexus and Toyota. Right, you can go inside of a Toyota or a Lexus, and you can find Toyota parts. They'll be labeled Toyota.
Yeah,
like they're all the same, you know. And as you even go up this ladder even more, because I'm not into cars like that, but as you go up the ladder,
You're not into cars?
Not like that. I mean, I'm into cars, but I don't know all. Like this is more of a mechanic thing. I'm into cars where I was able to just tell you what I just told you.
Nigga, y'all all into cars.
Yeah, but not in that way. This is more of a mechanic thing. Right, where then that's why I said when you go up the ladder, you start to...
Nigga, didn't you do car detailing?
Oh my God. Yes, Mel, I'm into cars, but I said this is more of a mechanic thing. When you start opening cars and you start looking at parts and you start ordering parts, you see that Honda gets the same parts, whether it's a Honda or it could be a Toyota, or it's all the same. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But people who weren't into cars wouldn't know that.
People who... I mean, okay, yeah. I'm not saying that I'm not into vehicles.
You just said you weren't into cars.
I said as you go up into this.
I heard you. I'm just giving you a hard time. I mean, but
yeah, man, it's all the same, man. But that's what Chris said. The illusion of choice. It's not really.
Unless it's like a car that's imported. Do you think that those would be different?
I mean, well, once again,
Germany?
Volkswagen owns like multiple dealerships that we.
But that's a foreign company, right?
Yeah, but it's the same thing whether it's American or foreign. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
But those are all American, right?
They're all owned by Daimler Chrysler, who just got bought up by somebody else. They're all owned by the same person. But yes, it's American.
This entire society is like big bank take little bank.
That's all it is.
I used to have Sprint phone. Sprint is gone.
You really only have like 3 car companies. Like,
yeah.
And then of course you can go into like China and you know Japan. The Asian companies, they have their own companies, but they are still going to be owned. Right, that they have a conglomerate that will own multiple, and they keep themselves separate. You know, so that gives you the illusion of choice.
Yeah. Can I ask y'all a question that's off topic?
Yeah, go
ahead. Do y'all wear white underwear?
No.
Like when did that stop? Like wearing white underwear.
White underwear, regardless of the style.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I wore white underwear.
You never wore tidy whities?
I mean, probably.
My mom would have bought some tidy whities for me when I was like 6.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say sometime before high school.
I was curious. It's like, man, do grown men wear white drawers?
Some do.
Because I'd imagine there'll be a lot of leakage and it'd be quite visible.
I mean,
you know.
I don't.
No, I don't have no leakage.
Somebody don't take care of themselves.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
I mean, like
niggas don't wipe their ass sometimes, or
I
you may see a girl that you like, and you be like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, oh, calm down, buddy.
I mean, I wipe mine. I don't know.
Are you?
I'm just talking about, you know what I mean? Just like if you have white drawers on, these things make things more visible.
That's true.
You know, so I was like, man.
I think that white drawers were a thing before because it was the cheapest thing to manufacture.
Yeah.
Right. You know, when they get like the cotton or whatever, they just bleach it and it goes white. But in order to get colors, there's extra processing that needs to go into it to create the fabric. So this is why, like, thousands of years ago, when you had like kings and queens and stuff, they would if they wore colors, you knew they had money.
I love my niggas, man. Let's get it, kings and queens. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like you knew they had money, right? But if it was white or dingy or something, you didn't have any money. So I think that it was a thing, you know, years ago because it was just the cheapest thing. You get Fruit of the Looms, yada yada yada.
Fruit of the Looms, those are like the worst quality, like draws.
The thing, I get where your logic is, Steve, but I think there's a piece that you're missing. In order for you to, if you're saying it's just the cost, right? It's the cheapest thing. You added an extra step by bleaching it.
I mean, you could
have left it a natural color, which would have been cheaper and healthier, by the way. When you bleach it, now you've made it unhealthy.
Which one looks better, white on underwear or tan?
Well, if
off-white.
Well, if you're talking about hiding color, tan is better.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. If you work,
which one looks better? That's what are we talking about?
If you go to a hotel, it's personal preference. If you go to a hotel and they have white washcloths and white towels, and then they have these tannish, off-white, not quite like brown, but they're just like tannish. Which one do you think that you like more?
What are we talking about? Are we talking about towels at a hotel where people, all these different people are using it and they make them white so that you know they clean because they look clean? Or are we talking about men's underwear?
Well, I'm just saying just in general.
Not just in general, because it changes. First of all, the reason why they use white towels in hotels is so that you know they're clean. You can see there's no stains on it. Even though they may not be clean, but you just assume they clean, they white.
Correct.
But you said that in order for cost effectiveness, they would bleach them and it's cheaper than doing the color, which it is cheaper than color, but it's cheaper to just not bleach them.
Okay. But once again, when something white gets washed over and over, it starts to turn brown. So for visual purposes or psychology wise, me personally, I would prefer something that looked brand new, even though I know it was brand new because I bought it. But that's because you've been accustomed to want something else.
Psychology. Were you gonna say it's brainwashed, but you decided to change it?
Well, I mean, we were all.
I thought you were going to hit it with the brainwash. I better say, okay.
No, you better not.
Don't do it, Steve. It's about to go off.
It's not me being brainwashed. It's what we've been taught is right.
Correct. You're accustomed to it, but you could be accustomed to brown or not brown.
I mean, absolutely correct.
Natural fibers, which is what
that is what we grew up with. Is that if that's what in the mid '80s, if that's what we saw and that was what was normal, then yes. I would choose that, but that's not what was normal. That's not what we saw. We saw white.
And the question is why? And what I'm saying is it has less to do with the cost, more to do with they whitewashed everything. Everything got whitewashed.
Even food.
The rice, right, the eggs.
The drawers got whitewashed.
They bleach eggs. Yeah. Nigga, for what? Because it's cheaper? I'm like, no. You're adding a whole extra process and you're degrading the product. It doesn't make any sense. Just leave them colored. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So no, I think it was part of the whole whitewashing that happened throughout our entire civilization. You know, the books, Jesus, eggs, draws, and also bleaching it makes it less healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
So it furthers Rockefeller's the world that he wanted to create. It further perpetuates that world. Anything they could do to make us a little sicker, a little sicker, a little sicker. It's like, man, we can let them live on the eggs. We don't got to bleach it. Nah, bleach them, nigga. Bleach them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's anything they could do. Like they gave us rubber shoes. That wasn't enough.
Yeah, the soul.
It wasn't enough to give us rubber shoes and literally disconnect us from our energy source. No, that wasn't enough. You got to bleach the eggs, nigga. What about rice, man? At least if they do the fried rice, you know, you could have at least had a brown.
Because they give you the idea that everything that's white is better for you. That's why a lot of times if you hear anything that's white or if you see anything that's
white is right.
It's either right, it's holy, it's the creme de la creme.
The angels are white.
Yeah, and if you hear anything black, it's trifling, it's nasty. Black
devil.
Licorice the most trifling.
Shit, I hate black licorice.
It's the nastiest
black
one.
licorice.
Terrible.
You know, and then you listen or you hear like deviled eggs. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know what deviled eggs came from, but I would always hear deviled eggs, and I'd be like, how come they just call it angel eggs? I would always say that.
Okay, but then if they did call them angel eggs, you'd be arguing the fact that they're good, so they got to be angel. They can't be devil. You know what I mean? So no, leave them deviled eggs. And I look forward to one day having some deviled eggs.
I know, I haven't had those in years. Well, I'll never be able to have them again.
I think if I ever get some chickens and we can actually, you know, get the eggs fresh without them being processed, I'd be okay with it. Because eggs are unfertilized eggs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The chicken, it's a period. It's a chicken period.
It's disgusting.
So it's
Chicken
disgusting.
period?
Yeah, that's what eggs
an
are.
egg is?
I mean, basically.
It's an unfertilized egg.
Ah.
Yeah, and we eat them. Yeah.
Y'all eat
Say
them.
it like that.
You did.
I did.
And I don't.
I don't.
So what are you talking about?
Y'all eat them.
Okay.
I don't.
Let's go through this again. You did.
Do you still eat desserts and snacks and cookies and stuff when you not say you do it all the time, but every now and then? No. They have eggs in them. All right, then.
You can't prove that they have eggs in them.
See, look, got him. I got a Chris with that. You got me
can't
face,
prove.
but I'm trying to find a way to get out of this. Chris be having that face. I know your face.
You know what's crazy? It's true. It's 100% true, and it's also true for you too. I know of situations where you would be.
It is true. I'm not running from it.
So
I'm not running from it.
what are we talking about?
Yeah, me. I won't deny it. Yeah, me. I won't deny it, man. All right, let's see how we do this time. Let's see if we get serious this time.
What are you talking about?
Because Steven and Chris, y'all get serious. I'm talking about draws. Y'all go to the history of draws. Like, I love it. My bad. I love it. You know what I mean? All right, I'm just trying to see where we go. Right now, we 2 for 2. All right. What do you... Actually, you know what? No. Did you all see Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Y'all didn't see the Amazon Prime Kendrick Lamar?
I mean, I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch it.
Man. Okay, we'll have to stay too long on it since y'all didn't see it. But I thought it was
Tell us about it.
It was a really good performance.
Tell us about it from the beginning.
Oh, is that a performance where he played the song?
Well, it was more of a gathering. It was a concert. It was called Kendrick Lamar or Ken and Friends. And so it was a lot of people from the West Coast that came out, a lot of hip hop artists. And it was actually a really big thing, especially in hip hop. Like if you're a big hip hop fan and you just like music, or if you were tied to this Kendrick and Drake Lamar, this Kendrick and Drake beef, if you were tied into that at all, this would have been something that you would want to tune into. But it happened on Juneteenth, which was last Wednesday, and the concert. You know, it had, a lot of West Coast artists from YG, DJ Mustard, even some of the, legends like this clown guy or whatever. And Tyler the Creator. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Tyler was there?
Tyler the Creator, he fucking killed it, man.
Yeah, he's talented.
Like I want to see if I can show y'all this, because when he came out, the crowd went insane.
Is he from the West Coast?
Yeah, he's from California. But let me see, Tyler the Creator, and like his vibe, his aura. He's just a naturally silly guy, but he's also a very creative person. And then when he was out there, the crowd, oh my gosh, it was so fucking hard. All right, here it is. I'll show you.
Oh my God.
All right, here it is. Let me see if I can. Okay. But this was at the stadium called the Forum in California, and all these people came out for Kendrick Lamar.
Right, that's insane.
This was all the pre-show leading up. What's his name? It's his next song is the one, the crowd.
I mean, I can't hear anything because you keep talking.
My bad. I just don't want the music playing.
Oh, because copyright infringement, you get deleted.
Nigga, that crowd is in unison, man. But he was only up there for 2 minutes. That was only there for 2 minutes.
I mean, how much time you need?
But because it was a 4-hour show.
Okay.
It was a 4-hour show.
That's well, he must have had a lot of people come out then.
Yeah, it was basically Dr. Dre came out.
I heard
Dr.
that.
Dre came out and he introduced, well, Kendrick Lamar, he did his thing, and then while he was on stage performing his songs, like the last song that he performed was obviously going to be They Not Like Us. And then like Dre, he was getting off stage. Then Kendrick, he was like, Dre, you ain't gonna say one more thing? He was like, all right. He's like, all right, for this, I'm gonna need a moment of silence. Psst, I see dead people. And everyone just went crazy, nigga. And then Kendrick, he performed that song, and then he got up to the part where they said, why you trolling like ain't you tired, blah, 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 probably A minor. And you stop right there, cut the song off, and ran that shit back. And he ran that shit back 5 times. 5 fucking times. And then each time, like the second time, he let the audience sing it. He just sat there and let the audience sing the rest of the song for him, and then stopped it again, ran it back. Then DJ Mustard came out on stage, and then like some dancers came out on stage. Then everyone else started coming on. Russell Westbrook came up on stage. DeMar DeRozan, all NBA players. Then a whole bunch of artists started coming up on stage. It was just like, yo, a whole bunch of different gangs, man. I just thought it was like, it was so powerful just to see that. But I'm just like, yo, how does Drake feel right now? For this song and everyone in that stadium to be reciting these words of what, that fuck him up, and then calling him a pedophile. I'm just like, bro, if I was in this rap battle and I'm seeing this, you have celebrities, you got LeBron James in the cut. You got LeBron James sitting there going over these song lyrics. And like Drake, he's supposed to be someone that everyone likes, and now he's now being looked at as someone who's just like a punching bag right now. So, but y'all should check it out. It's I watched it like multiple times just because I enjoyed that stuff, but I didn't want to not highlight it. But y'all should check it out if y'all can. It's on YouTube. I'm not sure if you can go on Amazon Prime and watch it because it was shot live. So I'm not sure if you can rewatch it again, but they do have it on YouTube, which is where I watched a lot of the stuff. But
okay, I'll keep this brief. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Steve hates that song.
He don't like the
He hates that song.
It's not.
I can't see myself dancing to someone talking about a pedophile.
It's not.
See, we getting serious again. All right, let's get it.
It's not just the song, right? Because I've seen clips. Number one, a lot of West Coast rappers and stuff. I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A lot of them I didn't know.
I don't know their music. A lot of them are older. Like even when I was young, I don't even know who they are. Right? I don't listen to their music. It's not a concert. I get the symbolism, okay? But I get a little weird when you got Amazon putting this on. Number one, and maybe this is just Steven, because I'm not into this, but I don't know that Amazon does this.
They do.
Okay. I find it weird that Amazon did it for black people.
Black people? Even for Juneteenth?
The black community.
They did what for black people? The show? Like hosted a live show?
The show on Juneteenth. The fact that it's Amazon. I don't know. I don't like it. Can't explain it. It's a feeling. I don't like it, and it may be and it may. I get the significance of, and this doesn't take away from.
Okay, if he didn't talk about the pedophile part or whatever, would you be okay with it? If that song wasn't in there, would you be okay with it?
It's kind of hard to say because a lot of where things are at now is because of that song. If hold on a second. No. If he didn't release that song, do you think that he would be? Do you think that Kendrick Lamar would have played that show?
That's irrelevant to my question, but I'll answer your question. No.
Okay.
But that's not the question I'm asking.
Okay, ask your question again.
If that song, let's just pretend he'll have that show regardless. If that song wasn't on the playlist, would you be okay with it being on Amazon streaming?
I don't have any problem with it for other people. For Steven, I'm
asking.
No, I don't care. I don't mind. Yes, I'd be okay with it.
So it's just that song. So why you put Amazon like
it's not just a song. That's you. I answered your question.
But you said you wouldn't have a problem with it.
No. I answered your question.
Okay.
Okay, so don't try to make inferences based upon me answering your question.
You answered the question, so it's like
you said if that song wasn't there, would you have a problem with it? No, I mean I don't have a problem with it now. I still wouldn't watch it.
Okay, but you said it makes you feel weird that Amazon is hosting it.
I said I don't trust
and it's for black people or something. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't trust it. The whole purpose of, I believe it was Biden that made Juneteenth the federal holiday, right? I don't trust it. Okay, they're doing that to try to gain or give pacify us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I
like
totally do
the
not.
The whole. People can hate me, whatever, but the whole Juneteenth thing, I just don't care about.
I don't either.
I literally don't care about.
I was going to post because I see a lot of people post on Facebook.
Oh my God!
Like Happy Juneteenth, and I was about to post like, why do you all? Because like when we were growing up, we didn't have this.
There was no Juneteenth.
We didn't have any of this. I'm just like, why are you all going out of your way to say Happy Juneteenth? Like, what significance does this have in your life?
It has none, and it's like, well, it's part of Black history, bro. You don't know your history.
Okay, so just so I have clarification, you're just specifically talking about Amazon doing this. For Juneteenth.
Yes, that's why I said for Black people. I didn't say for Kendrick Lamar.
No. I wasn't thinking of Juneteenth.
Okay,
I don't even acknowledge it. I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's why I said. It's not. That's why I said I'd still be okay with it if the song wasn't there or whatever. Like it's not that song. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't know the artists. Like it's not that I don't know them. You know what I mean? But for people that are there that know the artists, like I get it, right? If you look at the history on the West Coast and they have all of these gangs and they've had a lot of issues and Kendrick was able to bring them together. I'm with it. I'm not gonna ever say the concert was bad or speak out about it at all. For Steven, it's not for me. And I also don't trust the fact that Amazon did it. There's something about it that just is fishy to me. Plus, I understand that the only reason that Kendrick was able to get it was because of the song Not Like Us. And I don't like that song. So this is the whole thing to me. I'm just like, I'm good.
You got beef with Amazon?
I don't have beef with Amazon.
But because you order from Amazon.
I'm about to say you got the Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I do. I pay for it every month too. It's
should have tuned into that concert. Got your money's worth.
No.
Shoot, I'm watching The Boys off the Amazon Prime.
You feel me?
Is that any good?
You never seen The Boys?
No, I've just seen
this nigga. You ain't never seen The Boys?
No. There was superheroes, right, or whatever.
Yeah. He's like, is that the show where they smell milk?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I've seen little.
You should watch it though. You'll like it. If it's a little gory.
I don't care about that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yes, you'll like it.
I literally don't. The introduction I got to The Boys was when they put in characters on Call of Duty, and I'm like, I've seen Homelander,
and he was in Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat.
Okay, but I don't know anything about them.
That's crazy.
No one's ever said, "Oh, you got to watch this." I literally know nothing.
Check it out. It's good. Have you ever seen Omni-Man?
Nope.
Is it called Omni-Man?
Invincible.
That's what it's called. It's a cartoon, but it's
Is that on Amazon too?
Yeah. It's on Amazon Prime too. Yeah, check it out.
Listen, I'm not saying that I have an issue with Amazon. Okay.
Because you did, but okay.
No. I didn't say that I had an issue with Amazon in general. I don't like the something about it. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I got a question. Did Amazon go woke at any point in time?
Not that, to my knowledge, no. To my knowledge,
I mean, in the sense of like Target, where they're pushing it.
I just thought about that. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either. But I think that that's just a business move.
Well, no, I just find that to be Amazon is the biggest store, right? However you want to kind of classify, it's the biggest store in the world, and they didn't go woke.
I think that that's because Bezos knew, nah, man, we just stay neutral.
If Amazon went woke, oh my God,
they would lose billions.
Yeah, I would be done.
Oh my God,
I'll be absolutely done.
Bro. At this point, Amazon got everybody's foot on their necks.
Amazon is so big they can't go woke.
They can't.
That's interesting.
They don't need to.
No, it's not a need because the companies are required to go woke. Target didn't do that because they just want to. They thought it'd be a great. They were required to do that.
Yeah.
But Nike.
Yeah. But it sounds like either Amazon is so big that they could not force them to do it, or they have a greater agenda for Amazon and they can't afford Amazon to take a hit. Because they're also going to get into like the drone delivery and all that stuff.
They've already started.
Your boy Elon Musk. I don't know how to. My logical investing brain is like, bro, we need to get in on this. But my other brain is like, this is going to be a disaster. Elon Musk is going to turn all of his cars into taxis. Mm-hmm. So if you have a Model Y or 3 or whatever, you can turn it into a taxi, and you just turn it on with the app. The car drives away, and it starts taxiing people around, and you get paid. I'm like, bruh.
He's a hustler. Man.
Wait, is it more of a rental car service or more of an Uber service?
No, Uber.
Oh, okay.
The car will drive for you.
I think they already do that.
They do. Optimus
in
Prime.
Cali.
Optimus Prime. Yes. But he's turning
software.
every car he sold into an Optimus Prime through a software update.
It's smart.
I'm like,
he's a mad genius.
That's crazy.
This is crazy. Now
it's also scary though, because like you may go out in the morning and your car's gone.
Like,
and you're gonna be like, wait a minute.
The car be like, yo, I'm going to
and
work.
It's
I'll
like,
be back.
oh my bad. There was a mistake in the software. Like, bro, what?
Listen.
There's gonna be bumps.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But that'll be minimal. That's not gonna stop anything. My concern is not the car being gone when you wake up, because you could track it on your phone. You'll know where it is. Maybe you can go get it.
Oh, you're picking up some holes again.
You know. My concern is you get in the car, and the car just takes you wherever it wants. It could take you to jail. It could take you to cross the border. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could lock you in. Like, it could crash you. It can drown you. My concern is this is so convenient for people that it's going to become commonplace, that now it's not even a human being driving anymore, computer's driving, and that computer can do whatever he wants or whatever it's programmed to do. So now people trying to escape. There's something going on. We're trying to escape. Can't use the cars. They won't take you anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
That's why it's good to hold on to some of those older vehicles that aren't like infiltrated by AI.
I mean, most of our cars are like that now.
I know,
but we're moving towards.
Yeah, that's why you got that Camaro that's it's not plugged into the system.
Analog.
Like yeah, so it's just like, man, it would be ideal to have those type of cars, or at least maintain them and make sure they're properly working.
That's why I'm keeping. That's why we still got.
Because that's where we're headed. We're literally headed where every car. Like, even if you look at the phones and the way things have transitioned, we used to be able to take the batteries off of our phones.
Right.
But now the batteries are within the phone. And in order to take the battery out, you have to literally take this phone apart. It'll probably break it and all that.
Right.
And it'll probably, it'll be more work.
You got to replace the screen because the screen's going to break. Like, you probably aren't good enough to do unless you take it somewhere. You're going to break the screen, and then you got to get a new screen and a new battery.
Yeah. And so it's just like now we have those. It's like we're slowly going towards, okay, we're just going to settle for everything. Because I used to go out of my way to look for phones that had batteries that you could take out until they stopped making them. I'm just like, damn.
That's how they get you.
Now, I can't have no fucking phones these cats is going to track me now. I mean, not that I'm doing anything, but I'm just saying, like, you don't want to be tracked.
Still.
It doesn't matter.
And now cars is the exact same way. Like, every car has a GPS. They're going to have it to a point where if you miss your car payment, Cass is gonna come in and just pick your car up and take it on his way.
Pick it up.
Why?
No, it's gonna drive itself back to the dealer.
What if it's in the garage though?
I mean, what you mean? People have those type of cars. They're connected to their garage doors.
You know what I would do? I would just take off all my tires.
Okay, every night.
Every night.
Every night, or every time you park. Every time you park it.
You know what's scary? Real life situation, and I'm still kind of going through it. I think it's resolved now, but recently I used my PayPal card to make a purchase. So it was just through Amazon, and it came back, and I was like, "Oh,
your PayPal card."
My card.
Okay.
And it was like, "Oh, it's declined," and I'm like, "Nope, there's plenty of money on there. What you mean?" Like saying, "Oh," and they text me and they're like, "Oh, you have insufficient funds," and I'm like, "Oh, nigga, no, I don't." Right. So I tried again, still gets declined. Right. 2 days later, I reach out to PayPal or whatever. I go back and forth, whatever. Right. So come to find out, there was I guess I had to fill out a W-9 with them or something because I had changed from a business account to a personal. And 2 years ago, I guess they reached out to me somehow, which I don't know how, but they said that we reached out to you, we never heard back, and they turned my access off because they needed to get something for the IRS. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, so you just turned my card off? And they were just like, well, you know, so if you use it, you then will have to reach out to us. You don't have a choice. So then I had to go in and then go to the IRS website and fill out a W-9 and then send it to PayPal so they can update their records. Just saying, okay, thank you. That's all we needed, because the IRS now requires PayPal, yada, yada, yada.
Correct.
Right? So it's just like, they had the ability, and it's not the government directly.
No, it's not the government at all.
Right? But because the government says, we need this information from you, PayPal. PayPal says, well, we can't force them to give it to us. We'll just stop you from being able to use your card. Like, so essentially what they did was they shut off my money. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's just like, that was scary. And
tip of the iceberg.
And once right. And this is PayPal. This isn't even my regular bank account. Right? So eventually,
well, that's where the digital currencies come in, right?
Right. So I think it's over now because I got a message from PayPal today saying, hey, thank you. We got it. We updated our records. Everything should be good now. But I haven't tried to use the card. It just happened today. But I said, that's fucking scary. Because like, that's where there's a lot of, that's where my money is, you know, like there's a lot of money in that account. And I'm like, you just shut off my money. Like
they amputated you.
Bro, in a very small way, but it's just like, if you've never, it made me start thinking, because like, if you've never been in a situation where you have money in an account and then they literally say you can't use this, not because the money's not there, not because the card is lost, not because the card needs to be activated, but because like, no, you need to give us some information. That's scary.
Better talk to these guys.
And it just goes to show,
what
like,
you gonna do about it? You gonna just be at the
nothing you can do.
What you gonna do, bro?
I mean, I have multiple accounts already, but I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop using PayPal. But that's where a lot of the bulk of my resources are there. But
PayPal has replaced banks in a lot of places.
Yeah,
and that's what they want, right? Because PayPal doesn't. You can't go to the bank of PayPal and get a cash. So the currency is already a digital currency. Mm-hmm. We just don't look at it that way, but it is.
Yeah.
But you don't think about it. Okay, in order to get cash out, now if you got your card, you can go do, you could do that at some other bank's ATM.
Right.
But you got to transfer the money to your bank and then go to the bank and then request. And if you request too much money, you can't do that either. Mm-hmm. Like if I want to go and get 50 G's out my bank account, it's not going to be like, okay, no problem, count it up, put it in a suitcase. They're going to be like, you need to come back. Mm-hmm. And not only can you not pull 50 G's out, you can't put 50 G's in cash.
You can't deposit 50 G's?
You can.
Well, you can. It's going to signal an alert. Anything over 10,000.
It's not just an alert, Nick. They might shut the whole bank down.
And say, where's this money coming from?
No. I don't know what they say it is. I don't know what the bank says it is, but it's like a fear thing. It's $50,000 of cash.
No, just because
it's just a lot. They don't.
A lot of cash.
They don't keep money in those banks. People think there's like $1 million in the vault. No, there's no money in those vaults.
I went to the bank the other day and because I had to pay for the sink, and they were going to charge me 5% for paying with a card. And I was like, I'll just go get cash. And I go to the ATM inside because I wanted an envelope just to be able to hand it to the guy. I'm just weird like that. And, well, it's not weird. It's a customer service thing because I liked when people gave me envelopes when I would get cash. Like, anyway. So she goes and she gets my money, and she has a little, instead of having a drawer like the tellers, they use literally what looks like a printer. It literally looks like a printer. And I was just like, oh, y'all are literally just printing money back there, right? And she said, oh, ha, 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 it does look like a printer, doesn't it, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it's literally a printer. Like, and she was like, well, it's not a printer, but it definitely looks like one, doesn't it? And I just was like, yeah. And it was just like, I mean, to me, it was so obvious. I'm like, y'all are literally, like, okay, for people, it's clearly they're not the Federal Reserve. They're not literally printing money, but the symbolism, it's just like, no, you're literally just printing money. And she was like, yeah, well, you know, people make mistakes and da-da-da. Now you don't have to worry about being able to count anymore. And
That's crazy. TikTok brain. You don't even have to be able to count.
That's what she said.
But when she gives it to you, she better.
I mean, she literally took it out and just put it in an envelope. I counted it.
Wow.
She literally took it out.
See, that's crazy. See, I haven't gone to the bank to get cash in so long. I don't go inside no
Maybe
more.
it was because maybe it was just her. Maybe she was busy. You know, I don't know. But she literally took it out of the machine. I'm sure that they're like 99.9999% accurate. Like, I'm sure she took it out, blew open the envelope, Hawk Tuah in the envelope, opened that thing up, put the money in there, and gave it to me.
Crazy.
I counted it outside.
Crazy. Because if there's a mistake, oh well. Computer doesn't make mistakes.
Computer don't
What
make
are you going to
mistakes.
do? If you go outside and count it, what are you going to do? You left the bank. You got to count it right there.
Like, look,
That's
y'all can't count
crazy.
this. Look at me.
They don't count the money. That's crazy.
Nah,
Machine do it, man.
no, I'm not saying that she doesn't typically, but we were having a conversation, so maybe kind of threw her off. But nah, she took her little envelope and she was like, blew in it or whatever, like to open it up.
Pause.
And
I knew it. I knew I threw him off his game. As soon as I say pause, nigga, he just freezes his mark. Like, I ain't gay, nigga. I ain't gay, cuz. Stop all that gay shit, man.
I thought it was really interesting that it literally looked like a printer. And they also, if I'm correct, there also is actual paper when you get papers or whatever, like a receipt or something, it comes out of the same thing. So it's like
It's a two-in-one.
Yeah. And I'm just like, y'all are literally printing money. She thought it was the most funniest thing. And she was like, and she didn't understand, oh, I'm being serious. Like, this is what y'all are doing.
It's probably just level thinking.
You know, at the end of the day, they're a fractional reserve banking system. They don't have to have whatever money they say they have. You know, you only need a ninth of it or whatever the case may be. And I don't know if that means that it's not in the vaults because it's not that particular branch. So it's all bull. Like it's all a scam. All the money is digital. You know, we are the money. We create it. They just want you to. They don't want you to know your power. That's what I was talking about earlier. If we were to cooperate, then we would realize how powerful we are as individuals or as a collective, and we would realize we didn't need them because everything that makes the world go round, we do. Their money doesn't do anything. It's just a means of exchange or a representation of energy or time put into something. But we literally, when I get up and I go to work, I don't need money to do what I do. And the people that I service, they don't have to pay me in money. They could pay me in many other forms. You know, I could literally go.
Hawk Tuah.
Wow.
Spit on that thigh.
Spit on that thing.
I could literally give my services to construction workers, and that's my payment for my house. Or, you know, like, we could just, it's, you know, like almost like bartering. But yeah, they don't want us to realize all that.
They charge you fees for having a certain amount of money in your bank. If you have less than 500 or something like that, they charge
A
you.
lot of banks don't do that anymore, though, do
Nah.
Yes, they do.
Nigga,
It
With
depends
certain
on the
accounts?
type of account you
they?
have.
Okay.
I'll just be like, bruh, I don't want money. I just want to have this bank account, though, but I have to. Like, man, all right, I'll keep it at this. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Well, that's a scam.
A lot of
For-
savings
That's
accounts.
definitely a
Well, that's
scam.
because they're using the money.
It's a fractional. They want to be able to invest your money.
Like, you're gonna charge me for having not enough up to your standards. Like,
Yeah.
who are you? It's my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
And you're going to take
I
away
think that
from
they used to be more egregious about that back in the day too.
Yeah.
Even with checking accounts, everything. All your checking accounts, if you go on $100, they'll charge you.
Go to a credit union. I'm just saying.
They don't charge you? I mean,
Credit unions don't have those
be
extra
chilling,
fees and
bro.
stuff like that. Like it's a much.
My last 2 banks were credit unions. Loved them.
I still have my credit union.
I still have my credit union
I
too.
don't
but,
use it that much, but
I mean, I only use it because, you know what I mean?
we about to get you right, by the way. You know.
Appreciate it, man.
You know, I try not to say that because every time I say
That's all good because you've been every time you say something, you know what I mean? You gotta say it again.
Gotta say it again years later.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Okay. Chris, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm going to say anything.
Okay, all
I thought
right.
we was going to rap.
Nigga, we'll be going for an hour.
Oh, I thought we was about to. Okay.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Chris Brown, he has been doing a concert where he's doing meet and greets with people, and the meet and greets cost $1,111.
Oh, that's what?
11, and a lot of fans are taking a lot of risque pictures.
This
with him.
nigga's smart.
You're right, and it also is the name of his album, 1111.
He's not making that much money off those pictures.
For a meet and greet.
Yeah, but it's not that much money for the amount of time he's got to spend to sit there and make it's not time effective. He could go do another concert. It would probably be less time, make way more money. So, I think it's a promotional thing. It's like advertising dollars.
I think that it's not necessarily about the money. Like, he's not doing it to say I'm going to make a ton of money doing this. But I mean,
I think it's a promotional thing.
I mean, if you think about it, if he has 50, that's $50,000. I mean, that adds up, and these women are paying that.
And
I know,
and it's not just women who's paying it. There's also some men,
bruh.
The sus bros.
but they're not doing anything sus.
well, Chris-
there was one guy who did the fusion dance with him,
Okay.
with Chris Brown or whatever.
If Chris Brown is your favorite artist in the entire world, like Michael Jackson to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, go for it, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. Like,
I don't got no
I mean, I
problem with
wouldn't currently now who I am. I wouldn't do that because I don't feel like
me neither.
I don't know. Maybe if it's Janae, but that's probably
She's so tiny.
she's so tiny. But she.
If I could pick her up or something, maybe.
There is no person. There is no person that I can think of right now in my life that I would pay. Now, would I go see them? For sure, right? Buy their concert or whatever, go see them speak? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I going to pay an additional $1,100 to
On top
take
of the ticket.
to take a picture? I mean, to say hi. You know what I mean? Like, to take a picture, not using it as like a potential opportunity to make business, but literally a meet and greet. There's no one that I'm fanning over.
Are we
like that.
talking just the picture, or is it an actual meet and
No,
greet?
it's a
It's a meet and
pic.
greet, but his is different than most other meet and greets that anyone would get.
Okay, explain it because I'm
Because
thinking.
in this meet and greet, he allows you to do whatever you want.
What does that mean?
If based on the pictures, a lot of women, they have him grabbing their ass. They have him like he's picking them up.
But he's taking a picture with them. It's not like you get 10 minutes and you guys get to sit and talk.
Yeah. Hey, take a picture, but it's customized to how you want. You can take multiple pictures, many different poses, and of course, you have the exchange of talking and all that stuff.
Right.
Which is the typical thing. I'm not sure if they get any type of memorabilia.
Okay, so
aside
they're
from that
not.
picture.
It's not like an assembly line where it's like, okay, next, take picture, boom, you're out.
No, it's just
Okay.
like, yo, what kind of pose you want to do? You want to jump on my back? You want me to pick you up? It's customized to whatever the fan wants because he wants to give his fans what they want. But in this particular scenario, a lot of women have been going viral because of taking these pictures with them because of the risque type pictures or whatever.
I heard one girl lost her boyfriend. Oh no, fiance off that.
Yeah, man. But the chick was actually bad. So like, here's one with the dude. Doing a fusion dance with Chris Brown. And I think this is cool. I wouldn't pay $1,000 for it, obviously.
No.
But then someone's like, now, hold up. Y'all mad at females for taking pics, but y'all have men out here paying $1,000 to be a Power Ranger with Chris Brown.
First of all, you called him a Power Ranger.
Power Ranger.
And the funny thing is, like, if you saw the comment, because I saw it on Facebook before I saw it on Twitter, like, everybody in the comments
Right.
was like, that's not a Power Ranger. Like because my first thought was like, that's not Power Rangers, that's Dragon Ball Z. That's a fusion dance. And then literally every comment was roasting her for getting it wrong. Like, first off, that's not Power Rangers, that's Dragon Ball Z. And then she was like, wow, I didn't know y'all caps was this serious about it, you know. So I thought that was funny.
He paid $1,000. He's serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely serious about it. But then you have another chick.
Which
Like,
meet and greet did you have? This is from Columbus. Oh, Columbus. Yeah. Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures.
Honestly, it is one of the most respectable pictures.
It is.
But I
compared to the other ones.
my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times.
Oh my God, he made the right choice.
Okay, he made the right choice. Mel,
I'm not done. Not done. Just here are the other pictures. You know, grabbing them up. Yeah, I mean, cuffing them cheeks. But this one, she actually pretty bad.
Yeah, she's.
You seen her? But then the post is like, I guess he was like, yo, this was my soon-to-be fiance. This photo has gone viral. This was her birthday present. In my head, I was convinced that a meet and greet means shaking hands, getting a signed autograph, black and white picture or CD. I am heartbroken, devastated, embarrassed, and bamboozled.
He paid for it.
Once I seen this photo and seen how viral it's gotten with the insensitive, supportive comments, I ended the engagement immediately. Going to the gym and start my life with Jesus until a new path is developed with the Lord's guidance. Fuck everyone who supported her. So this is causing people to be upset. And now, Steven, talk. Go ahead, do your little question.
It's okay.
Because I know he's going to respond to that.
This guy, if I heard him correctly, he saw the picture first, right? He said that he said that he got upset when it went viral. Right?
That's what he said.
So it wasn't the fact that he even saw it, but it was the fact then it went viral, and now the world is seeing it,
And his boys
and
are
then
like,
now his
oh.
boys are clowning him,
Yeah.
right? So what does that tell us? It shows us that, is it the picture in and of itself that was so bad? Not necessarily, right?
Not for him.
Not for him, right? What was really bad was that he was disrespected, and it lowers his status,
About to have some fun.
right, as a man. Like, people look at him, and as men, we look at him and be like, bro, why would you let your girl do that?
Yeah.
Right? And that's all. That's what Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate have been saying. Like, men status, like status, right? These things are so important to men. Now, I'm just going off of what he said, because he worded it very honestly, whether he meant it or not. But it wasn't until after it went viral, and then he started to begin to see how terrible this was. That, and not just that, the fact that he paid for it himself is on a whole nother level of disrespect. Like, girl, I paid for this as a birthday present for you, and you go see Breezy, and you jump up in this man's arms, and he's got you double cheeked up, you know, while he's holding you. Like, bro, that's mad disrespectful. So it goes to show that is really important to men. And it's not just him. There's a reason that men are looking at this, and we all have a problem with it. It's because it's so disrespectful. If you would have taken the picture, if this was in the 90s, early 2000s, before the internet what it was, it probably wouldn't have been an issue.
Well, you wouldn't have seen it.
Well, that's right. We wouldn't have seen it. And even when he said this, when he first saw it, it wasn't really an issue. It was when it became viral.
But you don't have a problem with that type of stuff, though, right?
I would have a problem with my girl doing that.
Like,
well, we were talking about a completely different situation. If she wanted to take
you cat.
No.
You cat.
No.
Dancing on stage.
No. You're paying $1,000 and you're getting that type of picture. If she wanted to have a meet and greet with her favorite star and they had a hug or they hugged or his arm was around her, just a normal picture, I'd be fine with that. He got her, he's holding her in the air with his hands all up under her
That's a
thighs.
sexual position.
Like this is completely different in this situation. If she wanted to get on, if she got pulled on stage and Chris gave her a little dance around, go for it. That doesn't bother me.
You're okay with them
That doesn't
grinding on one another, but they take a picture.
No, I didn't say grinding on one another.
Nigga.
No.
Picture,
There's a difference between
when Usher was dancing on them girls and all that, you're okay with that.
There's a difference between a girl sitting in a chair and then Usher or Chris Brown pulling them on stage and then just doing a little dance in front of them. And there's a difference between that. No one's touching anything, and him literally picking my girl up with his hands under her damn ass cheeks, like in a sexual position, and I paid for that. There's a complete difference in that situation.
So just so we're clear. Just so we're clear.
Okay, go ahead.
Just so we're
Let
clear.
me be. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just so we're clear, you're okay with the celebrity.
Did you say something crazy?
I'm just.
I will correct you.
You're okay with a celebrity that your significant other likes. You're okay with them receiving a dance with their celebrity crush, that whoever it may be.
If we're talking about the dance that Usher did, like
no. They're sitting. They're sitting in a chair, and he's standing over
in a concert on stage.
In a concert on stage,
and
he's waving his dick around in there on her face, grinding
on her face.
I mean, it's not on her face, but near, because he's right there. If she's sitting down, she's grinding. You're okay with that, but a picture with them holding up is just like, no, you can't take a picture holding her, but you can grind and wave your dick in front of her face and do all this other sexual moments. That's okay.
No,
that's okay.
No.
Like, come on, bro. None of it
No. Okay. You said that you would leave the girl at the concert. You would divorce her. You would do all this
stuff. Find a way home.
Like,
if you're disrespecting my relationship,
I don't. Would I be? I'm not saying go up. Like, I'm not saying that.
You seem a little frazzled, man. I mean, you're a really good speaker. What's going on? You lost the words? What's happening, man?
No, I'm not, because I'm working to choose my words very carefully, because you like to twist them.
I like to twist.
Yeah, if my girl got called up on stage and the guy Usher, Chris Brown, gave her a rose and did a little dance for her, I'm okay with that.
Does your lady, does she like Romeo?
Who?
Romeo? It's like
I don't know. I've never even heard of him.
Okay, he's like a Spanish artist. But
okay. Maybe she does. I don't know. Okay. I've never heard of him. Okay. But if it was respectful, right?
How can you respectfully dance on someone sexually?
Well, I think that an R&B artist, a lot of what they do is sexual. It is the nature of an R&B artist. I mean, you think about all R&B, a lot of it is sexual. So I think that in a general way, like if I got pulled up on stage, like not every artist would do that, right? If Adele pulled me up on stage, she's not going to be sexual. She may sing to me, right? She may look me in my eyes. She may have me melting, right? You know what I'm saying? But it may not be physically sexual. But male R&B artists in our community, then that is how it is.
Would you let a male singer
if I took my girl to a Chris Brown show and we're on the front row, and I know that he pulls women up, it's a potential to happen.
And you're okay with that?
He said he was.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, if it happens and if she loves him, this is her. We've had this conversation before. If this is her biggest star and she's had a crush on Chris Brown since she was 14 years old, girl, go up on stage. I'm not going to be the one
14, like a child.
Chris Brown was a child when he came out.
Is that when you were talking about though? Like when he was a child or as an adult?
I was talking about her. Okay. She's been since 14. She's been a fan of Chris Brown.
Okay, I thought you said
right. If this is the one time that she's ever had a chance to see Chris Brown, I'm not going to stand in the way of that. Like and call it what you want. Say, oh, simp behavior, yada yada yada. Like I'm not saying go up on stage and disrespect me, but I'm not going. Like if you have a once in a lifetime chance and I took you there, I'm not going to say you've been a fan of this man for 13 years and this is the first time you see him and you get a chance to go up on stage. I'm not going to say, no, fuck that, you're not going. If you want to go, right? But if you feel like something is disrespectful, if he's doing something, well, then you know that it's time to get off stage. That's my woman's choice or her decision to make, okay? Now, conversely, so I'm okay with that.
But not the picture.
Conversely, now you go backstage by yourself with him for a meet and greet, and then during that time you have these sexual pictures where now he's actually physically touching you, because when you're on stage he's probably not touching you, right? But when you're backstage now, he's got his hands cupped up on your ass and now I have a problem with it. Now that's
Disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. He's now touching you. Yeah. There's a difference between an innuendo or having a dancing in front of them and then actually touching. Yeah. There's a difference. Yeah. This is why when you go to strip clubs, the girls are like, no touching. You can look, but no touching. There's a difference. I know, Mel, I understand that you clearly don't distinguish it.
It would be dope to talk about the fact that this dude just literally lost his fiance over this versus this, because we've done this on several different episodes. This man's...
I mean, Mel's the one that asked me.
He said the same answer 100 times. So if we can move on...
So go ahead!
...to something else...
So go ahead! How do you feel about it?
Yeah, how do you feel about a woman... Well, a guy...
I think that if you're going to call off the engagement, it has to also be because you've had a discussion with that woman and there's something about the discussion is not going right. Like, he's talking about the internet. He didn't mention her at all in this. So she went and saw Chris Brown, paid for the thing. Maybe she thought in her head he knows what this is about, because this is not the first time Chris Brown's done that, but clearly he didn't, or he was okay with it. But then what you're not allowed to do is be okay with paying for it, be okay with their taking the picture, know that he does these weird pictures, be okay with the picture, and then now because your boys are like, oh, you're a simp, then now you're not going to get married. Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Well, maybe he didn't think that she would do that.
But I just relayed it all out in a scenario, right? So what I'm saying is, if you were aware of it, then you're not okay to say, oh, no, this is not, we calling this off. Just because now you're embarrassed because the picture went viral. He did not say, me and my girl had a conversation about it and she seems to think this is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Or, she was unwilling to apologize. He didn't say anything of that nature. So looking at it from a different standpoint, I personally would like to hear her side of it so I can get a complete picture, because he didn't mention her in it at all. And I think that's weird. It's like, and also the way he's talking, it sounds like it's all for just attention.
For that particular one with the more attractive woman that he was holding like that.
Let me see that picture.
There was I think they said they were already on like rocky terms
already struggling
or whatever. Like she had already been doing other sneaky stuff with other men, and this was kind of like the last straw or whatever.
She looked too damn happy.
That makes sense. Because I'm like this. The story's not storying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
the guy black or white?
The guy?
Her fiance.
In the picture, he looks black. His name's Jared or Gerard. That's a black name.
That nigga's
you don't know a white dude named Gerard.
You gotta use 2 fingers, bro.
No, I'm trying to get rid of.
Oh yeah, you black?
Yeah, that's a nigga.
Yeah, that's a real nigga.
That's a real nigga.
Yeah. So anyway, I think and also I'm listening to what he's saying. It sounds like cap. I'm gonna get with Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was kind of a joke.
Yeah, it's like you're just what do you call it, hyperbole?
I think it's dope that Chris Brown's doing that, but the women who are in relationships,
these women pick their pose though.
Yeah, I'm okay with them choosing whatever pose that they want and all that, but if they're in a relationship, just do things that are respectful.
So back to the other girl that had a respectful pose. Now, me personally, I would be okay with her if she took that picture. I personally wouldn't have a problem with it. But that's not my problem with the whole scenario. My problem with the whole scenario is, why are you with this dude if taking a picture with Chris Brown is more significant than being with him? Like,
yeah, she said, I'd rather take these pictures. I'd take another one and lose a relationship. She would rather take the picture and ruin her relationship instead of just.
And that right there sums up the modern woman. they have such a disregard for a man and any role that a man plays in their life. It's no big deal. I'll just get another one. Like we are so devalued by certain women in modern times. That's disgusting. Like I can't think of one woman that I was in a relationship with. Like I'm committed, and I go and take a picture with some superstar girl, and she gets mad. We break up, and I'm like, it was worth it. Like what?
Yeah,
Nigga, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
I couldn't even imagine doing that. It doesn't matter who it is.
Like
It's a picture.
right. Like
a
what? It's
snapshot.
gone.
I would think they're a child to have that mindset to even think like that. Because that's
Well,
insane.
it's cope. She's just coping. That's not. I don't think that's genuinely how she feels. But the fact that she said it, and the fact that the internet is going to then basically get behind her and be like, "Yeah, girl, you can get you another one. Don't even worry about it." Da da da. He's insecure. Like, bro, like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I don't think that's. I couldn't be. I know I couldn't be with a woman who would think that like immediately. Like, okay, well, shit. I mean, I feel like you would pick up on signs of the type of person that she is in general.
Do you feel like the first picture was fine for you?
Which one?
Now I understand. Well, the one we said is the most respectful.
The prom
With the
picture.
girl?
The prom
Yeah,
photo.
the prom picture.
Compared to the other ones, yes.
Right. I
the
understand
prom
compared to the other ones. For you.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't want Chris Brown dancing at her,
Nah.
so of course he's not
You
going.
don't need to touch her. What do you need to touch her for?
I can.
Because
I
that's
can-
why you pay the
No,
rat.
it's because of he's behind her.
He right behind her. Got a
Yeah,
dick
he's
on her.
right. He's right.
Okay,
behind her.
so
But if his
wait.
arm was around her and it was just like, yo, da 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 da, it'd
If
be
it
cool.
was something like a bro
Yeah.
type thing, cool.
I'd be-
Y'all
What
just
about a
being
hug?
silly.
What about a picture where they're hugging?
I need to see the hug.
No, I'd be okay with that.
I need to see the hug.
I'd be
Of
okay
course
with
you'd
that.
be okay with that. You're okay with the dancing. I'm
No,
talking to
you-
Mel.
I need to see the hug.
A hug?
Mel, so you're telling me that your girl can't even hug a man?
She can't.
You really need to be in the nation. Like this.
Islam.
Yeah.
My
You,
bad. What the
wait,
fuck
what?
is a root?
He's thinking, I'm about to say, you're thinking of wrestling. We are the nation.
Domination. D-Lo, I be D-Lo out this bitch.
Shit, you gotta calm down.
Yeah, I mean,
Bro, you really need to be in.
Mel,
need
you
to
can
be
say
in
it's a
Muslim.
hug. It's a hug.
exactly. Hugs are intimate.
If
Hey, watch
hold
out
on
for
a
this
second.
one, y'all.
Hold on a second.
He-
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
if you get with him, you can't even hug another man. I'm
Man,
just letting
Mel.
you know.
Look, man.
You
Look,
can't hug?
the thing is, I even now, like, even when it comes to like my guys, if they have girlfriends, I feel weird hugging them, just because I don't want to.
Well, I can understand that.
You know,
I don't.
I mean, to a certain level.
I think y'all are taking this too far.
I mean, y'all.
Well, you just understood him, so I'm clumping
No,
you
no,
with
no, no,
him.
no, no, no.
You just understood him, didn't you?
I understand what he's. I understand what he's saying.
I don't get it.
If you hugged my girl, I would not care.
I know because it's. I mean, I look.
But
at
he
it-
would never hug your girl though, because
Yeah, I'd probably be like, yo. I mean, it would probably be like, hey, salute. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying I understand what he's saying. I'm not saying that I understand and I connect with it. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
There's a difference between you can understand someone and not agree with it.
It's not about agreeing with it.
I said I understand.
understand.
I said I understand.
I don't understand it.
Because I understand Mel how he is with other. He's every step of the way. He's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, he don't even. He don't even really be responding to her when she says anything online. There's a very
nigga,
clear
because
how
you,
Mel is.
anytime she posts something, nigga, you right behind it. What do I need to post
because you're a different person.
You're right there.
You're allowed to
I'll see
interact.
a fucking comment, Steve, right there. Like, all right, nigga, you got it. I'm not gonna do this.
You're allowed to interact.
I understand.
You have your own mind. You have your own.
Yes, if she asks something directly, yes. Yeah,
You can build your own relationship with this person.
Yeah, it's all love. For me, it's all love. You know what I mean?
Mel is not building a relationship with your girl.
You know what I mean?
You know
And
what?
Mel doesn't want you to build a relationship with his girl
a friendship
either.
is a relationship.
Mel does not want you to build. You think that they're friends?
No. I'm saying that you can build one.
And what I'm telling you is, he's not going to. you can say he can.
I'm right here.
I mean, he's not telling. He's telling the truth.
I mean, we'll see. You know, it just depends.
I know you. I've known you literally half your life.
I just don't, because I know when it comes. At least I know when it comes to women, people are a lot more sensitive with their woman or their guy, their boyfriend, girlfriend type thing.
Maybe
I
you
don't
do
really
that
think
because you
disrespect it.
want to express how you want.
That's
people
exactly
to-
right.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't.
It's a form of projection.
He doesn't
which
want
isn't
me-
a bad
That's-
thing,
yeah.
but
he
that's
he don't want me to be friends with his girl.
yeah. So he's
Hey, real talk, not him. I don't. Nigga, first of all, I ain't got no girl, but it's like
nigga. We know.
Yeah.
I'm saying when we were growing up, Cats was grimy.
Definitely grimy.
Cats was grimy, and so like if you would have a girl or girlfriend, granted it probably wasn't a serious relationship, Cats would go out of their way to try to get a hug in with your girl, or like if you're not around them, they be on some shady business. And so since then, I've been scarred with the idea that Cats is always on grimy time.
So this is a trauma response.
It definitely is.
You got PTSD.
Yeah. His PTSD.
Well, because I mean,
It is what it is.
but it's also.
It's awareness.
It's more about the type of person that would be around your woman. And like if I have a really close friend that this is my guy, and he gets around my woman and I'm seeing he's moving the type of way, all right, then I get into defense mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Cats were always grimy. They were always grimy because I would see how they would react around other people's girls. And I'm just like, how are they like this? Like, why are people like, why do they act different around women that are in a relationship with someone that's considered your friend? Like, and Cats would be like that. They would be like that. And sometimes the women, you grow up in the hood, they respond to the guy in a way that that's not comfortable with you.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, and I know Chris ain't like that. I know he'll say I didn't really get to hang out with Lila when we
Mel, I don't know not one girlfriend you've ever had.
Sandra?
It's not Lila.
Sandra?
I don't know Sandra.
No, he's saying that he doesn't know them.
I don't know
You don't know
them.
anything about
I don't know anything about them. You have literally always kept them away. Always. From the moment we met to current times.
Madison?
I don't know Madison.
You've been around Madison.
I didn't say I've been around all of them. I don't know them.
Plenty of time. We didn't kick it.
Okay.
All that.
You're really going to defend this.
Madison,
You're
you
literally
knew.
going to defend. No, I don't.
Everyone else, no. But Madison, you would know. Because we went out. I have video footage with us.
Show me
Kicking
the footage of me and Madison having a conversation about anything.
I probably wouldn't
Show
know.
me the footage.
You can't say.
Probably not around Mel. At what point was I around Madison and you weren't there?
Well, you have to think. She's flying in from a different state.
Now here comes the Johns.
That's not a John. If she's flying in from a different state,
Before
she's
it
flying
was,
with me.
Madison, you spend all the time
But you
with Madison.
did know her.
And now
because
it's
we went
when
out to
she's
clubs
flying in.
and we pregame together.
I mean, y'all have met my girlfriend. She comes in from the state, and she's around. There's been I said you said,
but
oh,
our
she's
settings
flying
have been
in.
different. The
Okay.
settings
So
have
there
been
just
different.
hasn't been you're saying there hasn't been a chance,
Right,
for Chris to get to know any of your girlfriends.
Right. In the 15 plus years
what you're
I've
saying?
He
in
got
the
to hang
15
out Pearl.
in the 15 plus
What about Pearl?
years,
What about Pearl?
I went to one event where
We
Pearl
went to Pearl's mom's crib.
I went to one event where Pearl was there. It was like a party or something like that. But I didn't talk to Pearl.
But you acting like I don't bring you around the girls to give you an opportunity.
That's not
to
what
talk to them.
That's not
Like,
what.
I don't know what you want me to say. It's not like I can see with Lila, because Lila back then, you know what I mean? I was back in Cincinnati and I was on my Grammy shit back then. But I was like, yeah, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Lila was after Sandra. You tried to use Sandra.
But no, Sandra was when we was in New York. Y'all all used to play when we was in Webster Hall and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mel, why are you defending this?
Because you're trying to make it seem like I'm just not bringing the girls that I'm in a
Are
relationship around
they in
you.
the vicinity? Yes. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They're in
I mean,
the
what was the one time? What was the last one? Not the last one. The last real one.
CB.
Yeah, CB. Now we went
I
out
got to
one
know
time.
her more than any other girl you dated. Actually,
we went out one time, but I mean, obviously, it was a double date.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, there wasn't much conversation. But no, I guess what I'm saying is that she would come over, but now that also
CB never came over.
CB.
Yeah, she only came over once. She didn't like that. There were other people in the house.
Wait, she's been here.
no,
before.
she's been here
spent the
multiple
night.
times.
What are you talking about?
She's been here multiple times.
No, CB never came over. She came over
She's been here more than
maybe
once.
once or twice.
There's no way.
Dead ass. She's came over once or twice
She's come over a couple times,
because
but it wasn't a lot.
She didn't like the fact that that there were other niggas in the crib. Or
Pack of Negroes and I'm not sure I don't feel comfortable.
A pack.
So and she wouldn't spend the night either. So
I thought that there were times when she did spend the night.
nah, she only spent the night one time, and that was when she was going back to her country.
I was about to say that was the one time I was thinking of because I'm like, I know at least once she spent the night.
Yeah, one time, and that's when she was
The
leaving.
whole time y'all were together?
Yeah,
Mel always went out there.
yeah. I've always went to her
he's always
country.
traveling.
Well, that's why we never got to see her.
comfortable with the Pack of Negroes here.
I don't know. For me, like I feel like I want my guys to know my girl.
No,
Like
I'm okay with that. Regardless of what this nigga talking about. Don't let this nigga brainwash you to think.
I'm going off what I see.
He's seen it.
There have been other women, and I don't know any of them.
But what girl? I haven't been in a relationship.
I mean, you were with the one Domino's girl,
and she was. I mean, I'll let y'all know about that one.
I knew about her, but it was just I don't know anything, bro. Like,
hey, I mean, shit. What you?
I'm just saying, I've been here for 2 relationships. Whether you want to consider the second one.
Whatever the
BS,
last relationship, that wasn't a relationship.
How well did Mel?
You replaced her battery. You were buying her food.
Y'all had
Like
a lot
y'all were
of
in a
relationship in
relationship.
that
You told her
short
you
period of
loved her
time.
on the first date or something.
Y'all had a lot of
Mel,
relationship
that was a relationship.
In that first.
Man, fuck that. That wasn't a relationship.
How? Okay, D. Right. Let's look at D and compare how well you knew D, how much you interact with D versus any other girl that you've dated.
That's like the only girl that I actually.
This is the only one we will talk about on this podcast, but no, you know other ones very well as well.
Well,
yeah, but what all I'm saying is, yes, the way that you have had the opportunity to interact with D, how well have I known any of your girlfriends compared to how well you knew D?
I don't know how to answer that, but what I'll respond with, I'll say.
It's easy.
Whatever the thought is in your head is correct.
It's correct.
Okay, I just didn't know how to answer.
I mean, you know D.
You could even do the same even with my girlfriend.
But I communicate with her.
That's my point. What I'm saying is that we bring them around.
I don't have a fucking girl.
They are in a position.
I'm on fucking date websites.
He's talking about historically, right?
Why are you getting so defensive?
Right, so
Ain't nobody
defensive.
trying to say you have a girlfriend right now.
We're not saying that right now. We're just saying like the way that you move, we don't get to know them. No. Not saying that that's but even good
Randy,
or bad. It's
even
just
Randy,
in general.
who I didn't actually officially was in a relationship with, you knew her extremely well.
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool.
This is our point. That's the point.
But my point is, I haven't been in.
Mel,
nigga.
Mel.
No, nigga.
You're not gonna win this.
I'm not trying to win anything.
You're trying to make a point, but we've already made ours.
I haven't been with women. Pause. I haven't been with any. I haven't been in a relationship.
No, the 2 that I even know. I've
been in a lot of relationships, Mel. Honestly.
Yeah.
You're not with Mel.
These past years, I haven't been in a relationship.
Why do we keep talking about the past years?
Because the past
Mel, we've been here for over a decade.
That's crazy to think about, too.
Okay.
So, what do you...
Man, all right. Look, when I found a girl, and we get
I don't want you to do anything different.
Nah, nigga, we gon', you know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, yo, meet my niggas.
I like to know who's around.
It would actually be better for you because
I have no problem.
Because number one, we can make sure ain't no red flags.
Exactly.
Number 2, she actually will feel more included. You build a better bond because we are a part of you. So they her getting to know us. It's like you getting to know you.
Which is what I want that.
Even the girl that I was with when I first got here, y'all gave me information on her. Y'all pointed out things that I didn't see on myself. You were like, man, she's like Sam.
Skating chick.
All right, yeah. Because I brought her around and you had a chance to even get to know a little bit of her.
I never really communicated with her though.
It's not about you've seen her.
Yeah.
You've seen her. Yeah. She's been around. I've never
seen her when we were skating.
No, she was here.
I said I've only seen her when we went skating.
You've seen her in the house. She's been in downstairs.
Okay, I probably just don't remember.
Mel just disregards.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You just see right through them. Do you know how rare it is when I see somebody in the house? I'm just like, oh wow, a woman.
Mel will see through people.
I mean,
He has that power.
there's no point to acknowledge someone who is insignificant. Well, you know what?
Damn.
There's no point to acknowledge someone who's not significant to my life.
Well,
Like, Jasmine, she's significant in your life. Well, sorry, I'll bleep that. But
Why?
I mean, just because I want that nigga. But
He don't care. He's very open.
nigga, that's my girl.
I
His
know.
girl,
but-
that's
Jasmine, I
baby.
love you,
They-
baby.
they might as well get
That's my girl.
married.
What you
Like,
talking about?
They don't gotta hide nothing.
You don't gotta bleep her name out.
okay, all right.
You only
I'm
got
proud of
bleep-
that.
You only got bleep.
I'm
I'm
proud.
just saying, like, her, I rock her. I look at her as like a sister now.
Okay, that's good.
And so, I mean, if I had a girl who's like in my life, I would have no problem introducing.
Okay.
I have no problem. Back in the day, there would be some reluctancy, but now I don't hang around fuck niggas.
Stop trying to hide these red flags.
Yeah, I mean, hey, see, point the red flags out. Not nigga, I suck.
Well, we can't point them out if we don't see them.
I'm just saying, like,
All
you know what
right.
I mean, when they come, bring them out. But all right, nigga, fuck this. All right, nigga, enough of this.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, shit.
nigga, we about to wrap. One thing I just want to say before we wrap is shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She's been putting in work, and like I think recently she just ran the fastest 100-meter in the to qualify to go to Paris, and
For
like,
girls.
yeah, for the women, it's the women out there.
But if she get a trans man, he'll blow that.
That ain't happening.
Likely, but
That's so trifling, bro.
I mean, Sha'Carri, she's from Dallas. She's in Dallas, and a couple years ago, she had a lot of
She got her life back on track. She was doing all them drugs.
doing them. She's smoking with cigarettes. You
Doing
know what
all
I
them
mean?
drugs, man.
But she's
All
Say
drinking
that.
all that alcohol.
She
all
was
she had
smoking
was
weed.
weed. It was just weed. You know what I mean? But shout out to her, Sha'Carri. She did a thing.
That's
and
the way they made it seem like.
They definitely made it seem like she was doing drugs.
Yeah. But I mean, to see her come from that but she's been working hard, and now she's going to the Olympics, and going in
She
Paris.
deserves it.
I just love to see people like accomplish their goals. Like even when you got your Marion thing, nigga, I got like,
Man, why you bring that up?
oh my bad, but yeah, I just got excited. I get excited, man. Like,
Hey, if you watching, you know what I'm saying? I actually like how you portray yourself and everything. I don't know you
Look at
personally,
you. Stop dick
but you
riding,
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Like, I think you carry yourself well. Media training is on point. You know what I mean? The way
Yeah.
you handled that whole baby mama situation, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, shout out to Marion.
Hey, yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, shout out Sha'Carri Richardson, shout out Marion, and yeah, we'll see beautiful people next time. I am Animated Mel, Chris James, Stephen, Michael, and that's it. Subscribe, like, follow.
And that's it.
Bye bye.
Great outro.